Good evening, everybody.
What's
Happy,
up?
what is this? Super Tuesday, election night. Hope you guys did your duty and did your vote. No matter who you're voting for, just go do it. And and
I
uh,
did.
now that you've done that, glad you're hanging out with us so you can talk.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is. Wait a minute. This is Oklahoma's week.
Yes,
We're
it
talking about
is.
Arkansas.
But we're talking
I,
about the
I'm
Paranormal
so
Expo because of
I'm
so much
I'm
awesome
I'm so
stuff.
confused.
Well, we're talking about the Arkansas Paranormal Expo because of all the fantabulous stuff and people we've met while we were there because it was absolutely amazing. If you did not go, you missed a heck of a event because I
Oh, without a
mean,
doubt, yeah.
all the
I
people
think
there are
all it was a great event.
amazing. And we heard so many awesome stories this year. I mean, so many from teenagers to older generations. There were just so many awesome stories and loved it.
Yeah,
Some
and that's one thing
incredible
about it.
speakers.
That's the cool part about going to these events because you meet with a whole bunch of people and you do hear those cool stories because a lot of people just don't have that opportunity to talk about it. So,
No.
it, I mean, w- were you paying
Order.
attention to how many most of the people there at that event and what I say there was 867 people
Yes.
Well,
And
did
the
that's
you
just
two
the
Something
days,
like that.
adults.
and there were very few of them were investigators. Most of
Yeah,
those were just people who are interested in it, people who've had experiences and just enjoy hearing people talking about stuff. So it's great.
it was.
I love that event.
It is an awesome event, and I thank Adrian for inviting us every year and us being there. I am so grateful that I get the awesome creative mindset to do the promo every year because I have fun doing it. And bringing in the new pictures each year with the promos. Oh man,
It's fun.
so many awesome pictures. It's fun. It's fun.
And I am
Um,
no longer an Arkansas Expo virgin. I was there. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, in your first year, you were actually on the news with us this
Oh
year.
yeah, yeah.
I couldn't
Oh
believe it, man. It was just on the 10 o'clock news, and I never even saw it because I was sleeping. I was so darn tired. And then we all ended up in the newspaper. What, the next day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the next day.
Sure
Oh, but poor Kansas. They missed on a state.
Oh, I
y'all
know.
are famous.
Oh, we're famous. I went back to work and I said, "Look, I'm famous."
That's fun.
Like my picture is on, or my I was on the news, and then my name is in the paper, and I showed my dad, and I said, "Hey, Dad, look, Wooten's going places."
Yeah.
Woo! That's
Yeah.
so good.
Finally
Yes,
get the respect I deserve.
yes.
It was a great time. That was my second time to be there, and the speakers are, everything's incredible. Rhonda and Adrian and Tina and Heather, everybody does a fantastic job
Oh,
with
they
it.
do. Rhonda is such a
Rhonda never
sweetheart.
stopped.
She doesn't. She's go go
No,
Never
go from
stopped.
the time it. I mean, it's amazing the how she gets around all over the place. Because I hurt after 7 hours of walking around all over the
Yeah.
place.
Oh
I
no,
don't
no.
think I saw
She
her sit down at all.
No,
no,
she runs around, runs around. I think
She
she
was like
sat down and listened to a little bit of everybody's presentation, but her butt hit the. I mean, the seat didn't even get warm, and then she's
yeah,
had to be up again.
yep.
Yeah, she's always into it. Talk about somebody who's just 100% about the event. So she doesn't do it to enjoy the event. She does it for other people to enjoy the event and to raise money for the museum, of course.
Right.
she was
So
That's
like
the incredible
a waste
part
of
is
money,
the
wasn't
money
she?
that they raise.
Well, yeah, but you got people that come in and was like, "Oh, it's not big enough," or "It's not doing that." It's like, well, you don't understand what we're doing it for, then.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because if you looked at the website and you look at the cause and what we're doing it for, you'd understand that we're doing it to raise money for that museum. We can't have it at a convention center to raise money for a
Yeah.
museum.
oh no, because
Doesn't
then you
work
have
that way.
overhead. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So no, it's pretty awesome event for what it does. It it is an old building. It does get a little loud in there sometimes because, like we said, everybody telling their stories, so everybody wants to talk, and and I think we did good this year as far as the sound goes. So I mean, I could blast people out. I turn it
Right?
up. But then if I turn it up too loud, then Tina frowns at me, and then I get in trouble. And then I turn it down.
There were some amazing speakers there too. Some
Oh,
Yeah.
there was.
topics that I hadn't heard before.
And
Yeah.
I
There's
actually
really
talked
good
to Miss Pate for the first time.
Oh, did you get a chance to talk to her?
I did get a chance to talk to her, and she gave me an ultimatum. Well, she said, if you watch this season of this show, I will be on your show.
Okay.
That's
Talking
incredible.
about our show.
All
Yeah.
right.
So we're going to watch it. Because I talked to her about a certain incident that happened there. And in the area, like 20 minutes away from the area. And she actually worked the case.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's interesting, and she is just a sweetheart, and she doesn't age. She never ages.
Yeah, she was getting ready to give her second talk, I guess, on Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Talk on Sunday, and she's passing the table. So I was talking to her off and on all day, and she comes over and she's standing next to the end of her table in that little hallway, or next to the hallway, and she's like, she looks at me and she goes, "Stand here a minute and you tell me what you feel." So then she walks away and does her thing. I'm standing there while she was working with that family for a few minutes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I started getting woozy myself. So I put my hand down, kind of settle myself. Then I went back over and sat down for a few minutes. Well, I was told, how do I say this? I asked the question when I had my eyes closed, who the heck has been standing here all day? Because she didn't know. She said, he won't talk to me. So,
So
and
she knew you had a gift.
I heard this voice, but I don't think it was a man's voice. It was kind of like in between. It said, he's a soldier. He's guarding, and he can't talk to you.
Oh,
And
wow.
that's all I heard. And when she got back, I told her what I had heard, and she's like, yep, he wouldn't talk to me. So I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing or whatever, but that's what came up with me. But she told me, stand there and see what you think. I'm like,
That's
It's
cool.
like she knew you had a gift. That is
pretty
awesome.
That's awesome.
Well, that whole time, every time we go there, that one corner, I always feel like somebody's over there. Always.
What? Hey, fun fact: the building's haunted.
no way.
Yeah, way.
Oh, no.
I would love to investigate that building. I really would.
We had a chance years ago, and they did a hunt after the meet and greet. So terrible because I'm full because I snacked.
Oh no.
So we had a chance to go up into the tower, which they say that's where all the stuff happened. Just as it happened that night, nothing really was going on. But yeah, I'd love to be in there and do a full blown investigation. It seems like it's a cool
Definitely.
building with a cool
Very
history.
cool building. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. The history of it itself is just amazing. And then you see all those images in there, and you're like,
Yes.
wow.
Especially the room we were in. It was just plastered. The
Yes.
walls are plastered with photos. And
Well,
it's
that
really
chemical
cool.
core one, I had no idea that was
Yeah.
there, and I've been going there for 3 years. And then I
That
saw
was
the
neat.
chemical one. I was like, oh, wow, that is so cool. It's on the way
Well,
to the
that's neat.
bathroom, so it kind of makes you wonder. But
Well, you've got to go in. I mean, you got to look at the place,
oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
so we get so busy doing our thing that we forget where we're at and what we're supporting. So it's kind of cool you got to go and take a moment, get away from the table, and just look at what you're supporting. So pretty cool place.
It is. It
It's a really
is.
cool place.
And
Yeah,
the experience of being on the TV was.
That was fun.
that
That
was
was a
the
good
piece.
time.
That was
It
the
was
icing on
kind
the
of an
cake.
innuendo, but
What? Innuendo.
Well, like we were
Yeah,
talking
who's
about
window?
exorcisms, and we weren't talking about
oh.
exorcisms.
New this
Oh
year.
yeah, yeah, that's right.
exorcisms.
That was bad editing, I think.
Yeah,
more
it
than
It was
was.
it was very bad editing.
I
It
was like,
was.
well,
And
we
new to
weren't
this
talking
year,
about it.
exorcisms, and then amok.
And then they cut to
Right? And then
us.
I'm like, what? No. I mean, you also
Then they
hear
need
me in
an
the
exorcism.
background. I'm like, what? We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, that's not what we said. That's funny.
It was really funny. It was really funny. And then the paper, the whole long article in the paper,
That was cool.
that was a very long article. And I was kind of shocked that they quoted me quite a few times. And I was like,
nice.
Well, because you're like me, you got a big mouth, and you want to talk.
I do. I do.
No, I've been in the paper a couple times, and they've been in there, and I steered clear. I let everybody talk. That's good. I enjoy it. So good that you got to enjoy it.
Well, we got us A.M.O.K into the paper too. So not
Yeah.
only were we
Yeah.
on the news, but A.M.O.K was also in the paper. So that was also a big plus for us.
Yes. And we ran out of business cards.
Yes.
Oh,
I ran out
I
of business cards. I got 2.
I found a secret stash. I forgot it was stuck in
Oh,
the door.
good.
I got about 20 of them left, and I
Oh, good.
gave out a few of them over the weekend. So
Yeah.
but
Good deal.
we got a couple of them.
I got a bunch.
Do you?
Yeah.
I have a bunch here too.
I want to get some of the new ones done where
Yeah, for sure.
not
yeah. Where
paranormal.
They're not an optical illusion.
Right? Oh goodness.
That's so funny.
It was funny.
The,
And it took us
The-
like how long before somebody noticed?
Oh
Was it Tina that
God.
noticed?
It was Adrian that
3
noticed.
months. It was like 3 or 4 months before somebody noticed.
Like, this is paranormal, right? Oh
Yeah.
shoot.
It's all right.
people
This
get
is
People
right
don't
on the
notice.
back.
They read it. They read it real fast. They know what it is.
Oh my
But
goodness.
Ken,
you were talking about haunted.
yeah.
Sorry. The was it the Arkansas Paranormal Group, I believe, that was in the room behind us.
Yeah.
I was over talking to them, and
Ghost chasers.
What's
Yeah, I think that's
The ghost chasers.
they
Yeah.
were by the Ghostbusters.
Arkansas ghost
yeah.
chasers.
that?
Yeah.
Could be they were in the corner, whatever the names were. But
Yeah.
anyway, they were saying that they had several people
ghost
come up
catchers.
to them and were talking to them, and a little girl showed up, and they could actually hear the little girl talking.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
That was kind of cool too. So that, yeah, I do know that it's haunted, so it's kind of cool.
That's
I wonder
pretty
what the
neat.
little girl is doing there.
Talking to people.
Well, you know that one of the patrons that were coming by said that there's a TB like behind the building was a bunch of TB graves.
Really?
Oh, I didn't hear
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I didn't tell y'all that. No, one of the
Yeah.
patrons stopped by and they were talking to me at my table. I thought this was at the my table. Well, no, it was at my table. And she was saying, well, behind here, that whole area back there is a bunch of TB graves.
Are they marked or is it just
Unmarked?
No, they're not marked. And
Ooh.
you have to research to really find it. But
Wow.
Well,
I don't know. I
the-
haven't researched, but that's what she said.
Huh.
Well, the next time we go out there, we all bring our dowsing rods.
Yeah.
And try to find the graves, because you can do that. You know that, right?
Well, you know that tree that you took a picture of that's got that aura around it.
Yeah.
That's probably
Yeah,
the
that was-
location.
That area. Oh,
Mhm.
neat. Huh.
And-
yeah,
and-
I know.
and to
I took a couple
clarify-
of pictures.
And to clarify, it is the Arkansas Ghost Catchers. That is Rhonda's group.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
So yeah.
That's really cool.
Good to know.
I knew I got 2 of the words right, but it was so much fun talking to them, and
Oh, it's fun talking to everybody. I love going
Wow.
there.
Yes.
I talked to everybody outside when I got there Sunday morning,
Yeah.
and I tried to invite them all in to get interviews. I don't think anybody did from outside, and I went through every table on the first floor, and then every table on the second floor I talked to. And Pam, we ended up with what, about 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
we did.
No, that's cool. It's hard to pull
Yeah.
people away from their table, but yeah.
It is.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I
some of them
had
were
a lot
so.
of people from like the patrons just come by and they wanted to talk. They didn't want to sit in the chair, but they wanted to talk.
Yeah.
So I was trying to be loud enough that the mic could catch them. I don't know if it did. I haven't gone back to really look at the videos. But I mean, some of their stories, especially that old man with the cane, he was talking about how we needed to go to the hot springs and investigate there. And he's like, there is so much in this area. He goes, you need to check that out. And then there was a lady that said we needed to check out the railroad tracks where the boys were murdered
Oh
or
yeah.
killed, suicide. But
Yeah.
Suicide.
Suspicious circumstances.
yeah. Well, that's the one
I
that
know at our table we had a lot of
Carol
people.
was on.
Yeah.
The
At our
case.
table we had a lot of people come up to death, but I had that mic array going on. It picked
Yeah.
up everything. And
Yeah.
actually, I could hear you on the other side of the room.
Well, I'm loud anyway.
You got like you got an outside voice.
I do. I do. It's the deafness.
Outside voice, inside, yeah.
The deafness. I blame the deafness. And growing up with a deaf mom. I'm always loud. My oldest son is always loud too, because he was raised by her while I was going to school and working all the time. So he was pretty much around her all the time. Yep.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yep. And everybody's like, I'll stream through here and you can hear me echo on his mic because he sits like 20 feet away from me. And they're like, why are you echoing? Well, it's because I'm loud.
Because I'm loud.
It's because I'm loud and his mic is catching my voice. I'm sorry. So I'm trying to go like this right here and get real quiet. But then I get all excited and I get loud again.
Yeah, I do this thing. I got a big mouth, and I'll go out to call patients back for their exams, and I'll say their name, and then they're like, "Did you say blah blah blah?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I couldn't hear you," and then everybody around's like, "What?"
How could you not hear him?
I said, "Were you artillery or flatline?"
Right?
That's funny.
Oh my gosh. Because he works in the VA.
Too funny though.
Oh
Anyhow.
my gosh. But don't we have some pictures and stuff we can show and share to everybody so they can see what they can look forward to next year?
No.
And you have to go next year.
Yes, because we will all be there again.
And Pam is on the
that one up in the top right was not there, and now there was one on the bottom left.
Oh yeah, those two. They should have been X'd out.
Yeah.
They weren't there.
No, they weren't. But Debbie was, and Ken was, and Martha, and Keith, and that awesome couple right there, Adrian and Tina, and Robert Swain, and Miss Pate.
I love Robert's presentation.
Bigfoot was there too. I thought I saw him back in the corner.
You know, the two that weren't there, it worked out because it allowed a longer time for some of the others to speak.
Yes, it did.
It worked out really well.
It did.
So they were not missed.
And I have to tell you guys, if you have problems,
they were not missed. That sounds terrible.
It did. I didn't mean it that way, but you know what I mean.
If you have problems hearing, don't sit in the back.
Just came out, Pam.
I said it with a smile.
Oh my God.
By being absent, they allowed others to.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a much better way to put it. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for saving my mind there.
Gotta go PC here. You know?
But I will tell you guys, if you are hard of hearing, you want to sit in the front. So get there early.
Yeah.
Because it does pack up. There are no seating. There is no seating.
I think it holds
chairs up front, but everybody's afraid to sit in the front. I'm not.
Well, they're afraid they're going to get asked the question, just like school.
Right?
That's funny.
Right? Exactly. Well, I know there was some people saying that they couldn't really hear anybody in the back because of all the conversations that were going on in the back. Because you have all the speakers right there in that one little area that's next to where the speakers are. And people are trying to have conversations with the speakers that aren't speaking yet. And I can understand that. I would want to talk to them too. But at the same time, you want the action. You need to get near the front.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would stand at the back to see that if I could hear.
Yeah.
So I could hear them, and I'm hard to
hear. I heard.
Even though I have my bionics in, but I like to. I'm like Jamie Summers, but not quite that bad. Never mind.
It's funny.
I
You
stood
might
to
not be
that.
old
That
enough to know who Jamie Summers is. So
sounds
Karen said,
familiar.
Pam, way to make him feel welcome. I'm so sorry. I didn't
Oh.
mean it mean. I'm sleepy. I'm blaming it on that.
Hey, Adrian,
For the speakers that missed.
what you could suggest, Adrian, for next year, that opening between the two rooms is not very big. They could get a freestanding, like curtain drapery type thing.
we thought
And-
about getting the little barriers, but if you notice, there were quite a few times that there was standing room only, and people are
Oh, yeah.
standing in that
Yeah.
room. So
Yeah,
they don't want to block that off for that reason.
Plus,
And
there's a staircase.
So would they
Yeah.
have,
Into
would they
that
have
room.
about 70 chairs maybe in there? Roughly?
Oh,
they
There's
they
quite a
said how
few.
many? There's more than that.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
100 chairs in
There's
there.
quite a
Almost
few.
100 chairs in there.
because you got
Okay.
the chairs on the
So-
side too.
We could get a remote speaker and put it towards the back, and that might help.
Oh,
So-
Yeah.
good point. Face
And all I
it
gotta
towards.
All I got to do is get a monitor and run it back, because that soundboard can do that. Maybe I'll do that for next year.
Okay.
Put it right underneath somebody's seat.
Oh, then they get
Scared
surround
the mess
sound.
out of
You
them.
can feel the presentation.
Especially those EVPs.
Feel the
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
what?
God.
Nice.
Oh,
How are
Tina said-
you?
Tina said there was 89 chairs.
Nice.
All right. 89.
Karen, yes, I am going to get rested up for this Saturday.
I wish I could go, but my grandbaby's dedication is Sunday, and I will be going down Friday and Sunday because I have yet to see her again since she was born.
Well, congratulations on that as well.
Oh,
everyone.
thank you.
To everyone.
Shaw's
Yeah.
new. What is she gonna call you? Do you know yet?
I
What's
have
she
no
gonna go by?
idea. Whatever she calls me. I
We-
said
we
Ma,
need to-
Nana, Mama.
Hey,
Damn.
She's gonna start talking to you like that next week or two, right?
Who knows? Who knows? But those little
That's-
chunky cheeks, I got to get my kisses.
Tina answered me, nope, Ken. I guess that was when I said, what, 70, 75 chairs? And
Yeah, she's at 89.
I got it.
Wow.
Okay. Thanks,
She's
Tina.
gonna call Shaw Scream Mall.
Scream
I like that.
I like
Scream Mall. That's good.
that.
That's funny.
That is. I like that. Scream Mall.
I like that better than be quiet.
I know, right? Grumpy Poo said he's going to try to make it all the way from Scotland next year.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
right on.
That would be
Nice.
awesome. That would be
That's-
absolutely
We
awesome.
said we had to go out to his place.
Yeah,
He's
we got to
saying
go to
he'd come out
Scotland.
to ours. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to do that. That would be cool.
Hey, this picture here is
Definitely.
in front of the MacArthur Museum, and that tower up the very top is where I was saying we got to investigate. There's supposed to be a lot of activity goes on up there,
Oh, nice.
and it was neat being up there. But like I said, we didn't really experience anything while we were there. It could have been just a night. You know how it goes. Even the most haunted place has its boring nights, and
Yeah.
that's probably what I hit.
And they,
Well, not
they
only
weren't on
that-
video that night.
You see stairs, but it is handicap accessible.
Yeah, there is
So-
an outside
Yeah, there's
elevator.
a elevator to
inside.
the side.
Yes.
And then there's elevators inside as well. So
Yep.
pretty-
So it is
pretty cool.
handicap accessible for anybody that has problems like myself with my knees, or if you're
Or
your
If you're
Pam,
one-legged.
if you're a one-legged lady like Pam or
lazy
man.
like me.
Y'all, I don't know if you saw my Facebook page, but my youngest granddaughter,
I saw
she's
it.
almost 10 months old. And I took my
Saw
leg
it.
off today to put a sock inside of it because it wasn't fitting correctly. And apparently she's never seen me without my leg on before. And she just sat there with her mouth open. I got a picture of her. She's like,
It was so cute.
I saw that. It's
Well,
like,
That is pretty amazing.
Like, what
It
are
was like
you
the equivalent of
doing?
Grandpa pulling their teeth out, you know?
that was a
Yeah.
cute-
It was pretty funny. She's a cute kid. All right.
Oh, I know
Who's
that
that?
person.
Who's that guy?
Me.
And look, it says Oklahoma.
He's looking all
In
serious
my,
too.
Therefore, you're
He
it
was
fits.
lost.
Yeah, it fits.
He was
It's-
lost.
Me and
that's
my
all.
investigation shirt. I like it.
Yep.
I was telling Debbie that we should get some either tie dye or some bright colors, like a hot pink color.
There you
Something
go.
bright.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, I kept saying people were
Look at
coming.
those crazy people.
People would come up and I go, they're like, "Who's the other guy?" I said, "Well, he's got a yellow shirt." Then I realized, wait a minute, you're not wearing a yellow shirt on Sunday.
Not on Sunday. Nope.
No.
That's a screenshot from the news.
That is.
It is. We were talking. I was trying to get us all where we had our like a smile on our face, and I could not stop it because Ken was talking.
And Pam had her mouth
Kind of
wide open.
smiling, and Pam's you guys are smiling.
Yep. Ken was talking and explaining some things, and that's the what they put on there, and we were, yep.
And of all things, I think I was saying, paranormal investigators, the best thing is that you
You get
learn
to
what to
exercise,
do. You get to learn what to do, but you also get to learn what
not to do.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I was saying there, and
Which is probably
So-
why I was laughing.
Yep. Yep. That was awesome.
it was a good time.
Yep.
It was.
And
That
we
was-
have got, I got to get a shorter banner.
Well, it wasn't really made for that.
No, it was made to be up. So maybe we should get like the stands for it next year.
Yeah, I
Something,
think that would
something
be.
specifically designed to be on a table. Yeah.
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 No, that's designed to be hung up behind us.
It's the Mo table.
It's the Mo.
But Adrian was running back and forth, hanging
Yeah.
out with us and doing
yeah,
some
I
live streams.
kept-
So
I-
it was fun.
I'm not as busy as Rhonda is, but I'm running around a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. Because he's in
Yeah.
charge of the sound and everything.
Yeah.
Got to work. It worked out.
It did. Oh,
Really?
look, I'm talking to people.
And there's Debbie.
Oh, that's Kim.
When did you get over
That's
your
Kim.
shyness?
Oh, it is Kim. Isn't
That's
it? Oh,
Kim and
yeah.
her daughter, and I don't know who the guy was.
That's cool.
I didn't even have to. And then there's Debbie.
Yay.
Part of the Geeks Paranormal and Exploring the Paranormal Perspective crowd. I was
Yeah.
back and forth too. I went back and forth as many times as I could. I was stopped 9 times out of 10 talking to people.
Yeah. Well, luckily we were right across from each other.
Yeah.
So she could zoom over really quick and jump in on stuff.
Yep.
Worked
My
out really
tongue
good.
made an appearance one episode.
Oh,
That was-
God. Yeah, it did it? That was Ghostbusters, I think.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
That was the
I was
Ghostbusters.
pretty- I was pretty shy. I don't think I talked to as many as you did. Shut
You look
You
at
and
my
I were,
face, I'm like
live
really
for like
intense.
2 hours, Ken.
And we were.
Yeah.
It was
At
that
one
was so
point.
much fun too.
Yeah, it
Especially
was.
the first one. That was amazing.
It was
Yeah.
a good time.
Here's Rhonda posing with you too.
Yeah,
Yay.
She's amazing.
she
And,
is.
Of course, you have Heather, who is. I'm glad that she came back to MC the thing,
Yes.
being that she's now famous.
Right? The
She is.
famous
Tell us
actress.
more.
But it was funny that
Really?
this lady comes up to me when I was working the computer, and she said, "That lady talking between everybody, she looks just like that new girl on Expedition X. Is that the new girl on Expedition X?" I'm like,
Yep.
"Yes." She goes, "Oh, I need to
Cool.
talk to her."
Yep. I was like, is Heather here? I'm like, yes, Heather's here.
How fun.
That's
Yep.
funny.
And that's
That's cool.
Rhonda's daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she said, I was like, "Okay, and next year you're going to speak, right?" She goes, "No."
No.
She said she can't talk that long without cussing.
Oh, no.
A girl after my own heart for friendship.
But that's all right. She's great. She's great.
Yeah,
I
she
hope she
is.
does.
I
Yeah.
got so
I hope she
lucky
does.
with
That'd be great for her to
photobomb you
talk.
guys on the left. That was pretty cool.
So is
Oh, sure.
Heather Josh Gates' new girl?
Yeah, on Expedition X, yeah.
Sorry. Let me go back one.
Oh no, that's right.
Oh, wait.
You
Oh,
can't.
you mean leave it? Yeah, no, I can, but I'm like looking. I've got 2 screens and I'm like trying to run it off the screen of our
And there's some
podcast instead of this.
fantabulous human beings right there.
Yay.
Adrian and Keith Age.
Mr. Age.
And I'm
Mystery.
super sad because I missed both times that he show the
I know, me too.
one of the bourbon spirits.
Yes.
How
So
how was it?
It was okay. It's a little different than some of the other shows, but it was pretty good. I can't wait to see some of the other things because he showed me some of the stuff that's coming, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh yeah, that's pretty awesome. So, but he showed the first episode that'll be airing on I guess
Cool.
the YouTube channel that
Oh,
they have.
sweet. When is he going to air that? Do you know?
He said during the show. I mean, I don't remember now.
Okay.
He said, I think he might have just said coming soon. I think it's
Oh, okay.
but it's real soon.
I asked
Cool.
Robin about, the interview that we had done. She goes, it's going to be used. I don't know how it's going to be used yet, but it will be coming out soon.
Soon,
Like,
yeah.
okay.
Well, we'll be famous
I'm like,
again.
that is really cool.
Oh, Tina said no date yet.
Right. Yeah, that is really cool. I mean, I was talking to Robin about that. I think he was giving his talk at the time.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, I was trying to
Yes.
scroll down over there. Okay, there we go.
And there's Ken Gerhard.
Yeah, Ken Gerhard,
Yeah.
cryptozoologist. I actually have one of his books here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, some awesome books.
I believe that is Amy. I think that was her name.
Oh yeah,
His
his girlfriend.
Mm.
Mhm.
She's super nice. They're both.
Yeah, she is.
Yep, very nice.
And she
Talked
is
to them.
also his manager, isn't she?
Yes. Yes, she is his manager.
Cool deal.
Who's talking? Oh, that's Ken talking back there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to. If you'll see them, and then you'll see like
Look
a
at that
shot of them
packed house.
speaking.
The group.
Yeah.
He always
There's
has a
a
packed
couple of
room.
computers for some reason.
Well, and that's just is that the whole room or is that half the room?
That's
That-
the whole
that's a-
room, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, that was the whole room. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the whole
see.
room except for the side chairs
Yeah.
where you see that foot, and
Yeah.
then they're standing.
there's
Like, look
chairs
at that
over here.
person standing. There were people standing in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the far corner right there at the edge of the stairs, there's a couple chairs there too. But yeah.
Pretty cool. There's
Yeah,
Debbie
there we go.
Ziegelmeyer.
Those three guys come every year. I have seen them every year, and every year they come by. They're like, "Hey, how y'all doing? It's good to see you again this year."
Awesome.
Yep.
Debbie had standing room only too. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And you can see
She did. I
where,
got lucky. Found a chair.
yeah. And she does two different. I think the first one, the first day she did on underwater.
Underwater UFOs, yes. The book.
Yes.
Oh, I got her book, and
Oh yeah,
my
I got mine here,
daughter,
too.
my
There it is.
daughter was reading it.
That's the one that Tina's got. I think that's the one Tina's got too.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
I think so.
It's alien colonization of Earth's waterways.
Yes, my daughter was actually reading some of it. And she goes, "Mom, this is pretty interesting."
Cool.
So, and my
I haven't even had a
10-year-old.
chance to read that. Nice.
And we're hoping to have her on next week. Hoping to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Waiting for
hopefully
her to answer.
Miss Debbie can be here.
If
Fingers
not, she gets to talk to us again. Yeah.
Yay!
Right?
Because next week is our last show, isn't it?
It
Yeah,
is.
for the year.
Wow.
Yep.
Sure is.
Mr. Pat Fitzhugh.
That's an
Every
awesome-
year
I had to-
he's
I had to
like,
put that one
we gotta have a serious one and we gotta have a funny one.
in.
Every year.
That's hilarious.
Now, Pat, it's so funny because he is the interest in the Bell Witch, because he always had a room full of people, and they eat it up, and they have questions and answers really good at the end. And he does a lot of audience participation thing too, because he asks questions and waits for the answers and stuff. It's pretty good. So.
And some of the
That's
stuff that you may not know, he is really into true crime stuff. I had him on one of my shows where he was helping me out with the true crime that I had researched. And I told him, I said, come on in, let's do it.
Really cool.
And he had so much interesting stuff that he researched and found on that it was just, and he goes, anytime you have any other ones that I know of, let me know. I'll be on.
Yeah. No, he's a great guy.
Pat was telling me, I talked to him for a little bit, and he said, I've been researching the Bell Witch for over 40 years.
Yeah.
And he said he's about ready, I think, to put out a second book or another book.
But he revises his book.
But I think he
every
said
so
he's
often.
going to add some new stuff and create another book pretty soon. So
Yeah, yeah.
he's all,
You throw some obscure Bellwitch something at him, and he knows about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows
And he-
all there is.
and he told me too. He said, I said, what got you started with this? He said, I think it was his mom or his
Yeah.
grandparents or something
It's his mom.
told him the stories about it when he was growing up, and he got fascinated with it and just took off from there. Yep.
Because he's
Yeah.
a history buff, and when he
Yeah.
realized that the people were actually real people that he could research, we actually, Ken and I did and I don't know, were you in on that one, Shaw?
I was in
On
for
the,
a moment in the intro, and then Ken came back, and I told him, "You can have the chair," because somebody was at my table,
Yeah,
and I rushed
he
over
came
to my
over
table.
And
he came
you
over
were
and
doing
chatted with us.
you were doing so well, Pam. I said, just go ahead. So I got up and
Oh, that's right. You
went and
ditched
talked to
me, didn't
somebody
you?
I did. I mean, you guys were just talking. I'm like, this is great. So
Well, one history buff to another history buff.
let you guys
Right?
go ahead. So,
Absolutely.
it worked out well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pam's
I mean,
going to
we
be doing the first Sunday of my show in February. We're going to do the Girl
Yep.
Scout murders.
Yeah. Council Girl.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, is that
she's
Girl
researched
Scouts
that.
getting murdered? Girl Scouts doing the murder.
No, Girl Scouts that were
Scout
murdered
camp-
They were
the Girl Scout
murderers.
camp murder.
Oh.
in
Making
Oklahoma.
And,
It was
Yeah,
for a
Council
cooking
Girl.
badge.
Not quite.
No,
Ken,
I don't know.
I'm not even sure I can save you from that one. You
What?
saved me earlier, but I don't know if I can. I don't
No.
know how.
Okay, whatever.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
We'll
about.
back that up.
Well,
Okay, it's gone.
y'all will
It's
have to
gone
tune
now.
in February and find out.
It's gone now.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating
It
story. And
is.
I remember when it happened. I was pretty young, but I remember it. 'Cause it was
Robert,
scary.
Mikel,
That's
and
kinda sad.
Pat again.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Pat is in that one.
So yeah,
Yep.
I love Robert's presentation on Bigfoot, and I like his his stance. It's a flesh and blood creature, and yeah,
You know, I did ask him last year what his thoughts were on UFOs and Bigfoot, and he said no.
yeah, no, he's saying that it's just it's a primate. It is a flesh and blood creature of Earth, and it's just really elusive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to encounter them.
And he just came out with a new book called Arkansas
Yes, he
Bigfoot.
did.
Just
Oh,
have not had
very
I will have to
recently.
read it.
I
Yeah.
got it right over there, and I
Yeah.
haven't read it yet.
Nice.
Ah, yeah.
Of course, we're really entering into the busy season right now.
Yeah.
There's something to do every day.
That's why
Yeah.
we close it out
Yeah.
during the holidays.
Yeah.
All right.
There's
Martha.
Miss Martha.
She's been on the show.
She has. She is
well,
cool.
they
She hung
actually-
out with us a lot.
Yes, she did.
They've all been on the show,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have been,
except for Ken.
Except for Ken.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And whenever you invite him, he's like, oh.
Martha's got some great stories.
She does. We have got to make it out to the Hill House. We've just got to.
For sure. One of my team members, Mike, he's been there and he said it's just an absolutely incredible place.
Oh.
Which, you know, Martha's got some great stories from there too. So
Yep, we'll have to do it.
She's waiting for us to go.
There's
is,
Miss
and she-
Pate.
Yep.
That woman. No, oh my gosh, the energy. I was talking to the lady Katarina? Kat. I was talking to her about it, and she was like, if she feels that you are right, she will be on your show. And then when I talked to her about the situation, whenever I was talking to the other patrons that came in, talking about the two boys that were that had been found on the tracks, she said, if you want to talk to Miss Pate about it, you can talk to her. So she came up to me when the crowd was kind of less, because she always has crowds at her table. Always.
Oh, yeah.
When she's there, she's got crowds at her table. And she goes, she's doing pretty good right now, and there's not a crowd. You might want to go talk to her. So I did. And it was funny because every year she'll have a smile on her face, but this year it seems like she smiled at me more than I remember her ever smiling at me.
I never really talked to her. The pleasantries as we passed, that's about
Yeah.
it. But I've never
Yeah.
talked to her. Not
She,
that
I want
I
to watch
just-
that season because I watched one episode and I was like, oh my gosh.
Really.
It
I
seems
was
so
gonna try to get in to
interesting.
listen to her, and I didn't get a chance to.
As soon as she sat down, we made eye contact, and I made gesture like what happened? Did you know it was going to happen? And what's the other guy look like? And she
Oh,
said
with her
she
shoulder.
knew something was going to happen, but she didn't realize it was going to be that. And she tripped over something, and then the way she fell, she hit her arm.
Oh no!
Oh,
I didn't know what
That's why
happened.
that's why it was in that
Darn
sling.
it!
So yeah.
That stinks.
one thing I did learn about Carol, though, or from Carol, is I need to give me a big high throne type seat. I want a big high throne seat with a footstool so I
Right.
can sit
And
above
people to carry
people,
it for you.
be comfortable.
She's got some.
Oh,
She's got some excellent helpers that
Yeah,
really
she
look out
does.
for her.
Oh yeah, she's got people, that's for sure.
Mhm.
the other thing before she got there, I was talking to Kat, and she was looking over, and Pam, I don't know if you remember this or not, but from my angle, I couldn't see the full name on on their banner there. All I saw was Carol Pate Chick Center, and I made the comment, and she goes, "What did you just say?" I said, "What is this? What is this Chick Center?"
Yeah.
She goes, "Chick Center? What are you talking about?" So she walks around in front. She goes, "Oh my God." And I'm like, I can't see the first two letters from where I was sitting.
Yeah.
That's all I saw.
Funny.
So
Chick dinner.
that's
That's
funny.
funny.
I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be a fun afternoon. I told her.
It was great
Not that
because
there's any problem with that.
where Carol's seated, she was right between our table with
Yep.
the muck, and then across from where Shaw was with E.P.P. So
Yep.
it worked out really good.
And we
Too
get a
loud
lot of people coming in and talking to
There
us
goes
while they're waiting on
Buster.
her.
Yay!
Yeah, those guys are awesome.
They are
They're
so
pretty
cool.
funny.
Yeah, they're hilarious, and we actually had them. Ken got them to come sit down and talk to us, and they do a lot of really good stuff. We learned some really cool stuff. I didn't realize that the Ghostbusters is actually a nationwide
Oh yeah.
group where there's chapters out of it, and they just happen to be the Central Arkansas chapter. Never even realized that.
Yeah,
But
me neither.
And you go to Comic Cons, you see them there. They do other events and stuff, and that's pretty cool. So
They do a lot of things for children too, and that
yeah.
just amazes me.
yes, and everything they do, all the donations go to Heroes and Angels. I
Yep.
do remember that, which is really cool. And they do birthday parties, and they'll go to hospitals to visit people.
Yep.
All kinds of cool stuff.
Chick Center, and
keeping
just
us
like that,
guys-
Ken woke up and was all happy.
Oh, and check this out. When we went up to their table, see those really large cards that are, I think that guy's name's J Paul. Does that sound right? The guy sitting in the center,
yeah.
the big
Yeah.
cards that he has, they'll hold him up and test people's ESP ability. Shaw got 5 in a row.
Oh yeah.
She did, and they were like, "We're pretty sure that might be a new record."
Wow! Congratulations.
Yeah,
Dang.
Did
he
they
kept
hook
saying,
you
"I'm
up
gonna get it wrong."
to? Did they hook you up to electrodes?
No. No, thank God.
Hey, well, women are always correct on those things. It's the guys that get zapped. Remember?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I was pretty shocked because I was like, no, I'm going to get it wrong.
She did great. I didn't get any of them right.
And it was funny because the last one I said, I'm going to get that wrong. And I got it wrong.
But you know what? We had stood there and talked for like 10 minutes in between that card before and then the last card that we did. So it may have just kind of broke the magic down.
Broke the magic.
Yeah, I think one of the questions I asked them was, do you get, when you pay for your, I guess your license or whatever you want to call it, to represent the Ghostbusters, do you have to pay for your own stuff or do you get it as part of the package? They said, nope, they have to save and pay for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
They get and yeah, and
Yeah.
had a long interview with them last year, that posted on A.M.O.K. I was like almost an hour long just with them. So
Wow.
it's pretty fun. Uh, yeah, they're great. They were great people. Just
Super,
I like it
super nice.
because they have the serious look, but they don't take
They
themselves
do.
seriously.
No,
at all.
No,
they
not at
don't.
all.
I was over
No.
there
Not at
for a
all.
moment and they had said something and I'm like, really? And she goes, no, he's pulling your chain.
Yeah.
But he has like this most stoic, serious look on his face when he said it. And I was like,
Yeah.
wow, okay. Yep, he reminded me of my
It's
son
their shtick,
Warren.
you know. It's got to be. It's got to.
My son Warren's the same way. He'll sit there and cut a joke and you're like, wait.
Deadpan it.
Yeah, he deadpans everything. It's like, son, I can't take you seriously.
It's funny.
He gets
Here's
it
just kind
from
of a-
Justin.
Oh,
Aw,
look-
look at all of
look at pictures.
us.
Yay.
I
I
wonder
had
if
to put
she
in Robin and her dog.
did she ever get that
One of her
dog?
dogs. I was almost her dog.
Almost her dog.
He
was
said
a
that she could
they had-
have it.
They had a puppy adoptions there and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
which was really cool.
Yeah, they were walking around with the adoptable doggies and they were all so cute.
And there
Well,
were
it's
some
so
people
funny.
that were cosplaying. And go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know. I just I've known Robin for years, but I've never seen her melt so fast.
Right?
She saw a puppy and then she just melted into goo.
That's so funny.
Yep.
But no, there were people cosplaying. This guy walks in dressed up like a Yip off of
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Sesame Street, and I was immediately like, Yip. And he even had the mouth fixed
Yep.
where he could yip it. It was
Yep, 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 yep,
hilarious.
yep, 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 yep.
Yep.
I did not see the Yip.
I
Really?
wonder
Did
if
he
he did
not
not go over that way.
He was there for a while.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I did
His
not see
his son's next to him in like the Robin Hood outfit, and he was just like, "Oh my god!" the whole time.
I never could figure out what it was because he never faced me.
Really?
Aw.
Oh, I saw him
All I
across the
kept
room, and I was
seeing
like,
was-
"Yip," and he was like, "Yes, somebody knows who I am."
I just saw the blue cape or the towel. I kept calling it. It's like
A towel.
I don't know what it was. So
That's fun. Nope, it was a Yip, or he was a Yip.
Oh, Tina, I need to let you know that ghost you sent me, I gave it to my daughter and it glows in the dark.
Oh yeah, right on.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. She goes, Mom, did you know it glowed? And I'm like, no. She goes, look. And she shined her light on it and then she cupped her hand. I was like, oh my gosh, it's bright.
Nice.
It glows in the dark.
We got some more.
I swiped these pictures. I think Pat took these maybe. But he got some pictures of there's outside vendors.
Yeah, there were so many outside vendors this year. It was awesome.
I never got to go stroll around. I was always afraid to be away from the stuff too far. But when I did, as I was packing up stuff and they were packing up stuff, I asked a couple of them how well they did, and they did pretty good. So
good.
Good. Apparently, well, the first day it rained.
Yeah. Every
in the
year.
morning. Yeah. So, but they did good regardless. So that was yay.
My advice is if you are going to outside vend anywhere, make sure you have one like that white one with the windows on it.
Yeah, that you can roll down.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
That'll help you get more
definitely be prepared.
They were back. The barbecue place was back.
That was awesome. Their banana pudding is to die for. Oh my gosh.
It is really good. I want some now. Thanks for bringing it up.
I'm sorry.
Awesome.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
Their cheesecake was good too. Their loaded fries with the barbecue and jalapenos and oh my gosh, so good.
Nachos were good. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember. Oh yeah, there's the last one. That was the night. That was right before we left to head back.
Yeah, that's Sunday night.
Yep. We went to Texas Roadhouse.
Yep.
It was packed, but it was awesome. I brought back steak for my husband, and he forgot it in the refrigerator, so I gave it to my daughter.
How funny.
Yeah. I enjoyed my dinner.
I did too.
not enjoy my dinner the night before.
I did not either.
We had dinner at Camp David at the hotel, and there was how many were at the table? There was 13 or 16.
13, I believe.
Yeah, and
At least 13. Yeah.
One side of the table was fully done eating before the other side of the table even got to their plate.
It was. We
terrible.
were there a good 2.5
And they knew
hours.
about it before we were even supposed to be there.
Was it 3.5 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they brought out entrees before they brought out apps. It was terrible.
It was pretty rough.
I think they brought some food out before they even brought the drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They did.
And things were kept getting messed up, and it was pretty rough. But
It was a bit of a
we
shit.
all got food, whether it was
Eventually.
correct or
Tina
not.
said there was 16
Oh,
at the
16.
table.
Okay.
Wow.
So at
But
least
yeah, it was a nightmare. Those people, they got caught with their pants down. They were not ready for. When I walked in and said we have a reservation for 16, and they're like, "What? What do you mean reservation?"
Yeah.
With
And they
food?"
knew
I said,
about
"Here."
it.
So
after,
they were not prepared at
yeah,
all.
that's
So,
on them. That was totally on them.
but on
And
the
then
flip
poor
side,
Ken, he had a remember he had the bread tie in his salad.
oh yeah, he had the
God.
little square bread tie thing was in there. He tried to eat it though. I mean, there are teeth marks in it.
thought it was a crunchy
He gave it
tomato.
he gave it the good college try.
Well, good thing he didn't finish eating it.
No,
That's
Ken,
Probably would have hurt coming out.
good thing he didn't break a tooth on it. Goodness.
Oh
But
my
then again,
gosh.
we had a good the next night there at Texas Roadhouse. And should you
Yeah, we
ever
did.
want to take us out to eat, Texas Roadhouse is good.
Yes,
Happy with that.
Summer was our waitress, and she
Fantastic.
was fantastic.
She really was.
So good,
I had
yeah.
She was.
I had to sing her praises to the manager, so it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
She
she was
deserved
really
it.
good. She did. She deserved every tip she got from every one of us.
Mhm. She
No.
did.
As a server myself,
Right?
she was good. The reservation was actually for 20.
But yeah, I really enjoy the expo every year.
Yeah.
Just because, well, for ADD me, there's just so much going on everywhere. So I
Yeah.
can,
Shiny squirrel, shiny squirrel, shiny squirrel, shiny squirrel.
yeah.
Yep.
He could come slide over for a minute. Hey, everybody, we're going live. I'll see you after a while. Zoom,
Yeah.
he's off again. Works out perfect.
Same. I'd
That's
come
right,
over when I
that's
didn't have
it,
anybody at my
yeah.
table. I'd be like, hello.
And all that live stuff was going great. I was able to watch some of that as I was doing and stuff. I think it's great. Although there was the church mishap, but
Oh my
but that's
God,
okay.
that's so funny.
That was-
I'm
that was
sorry,
me.
Adrian,
That
but
was
it
me.
was
Sorry.
hilarious. But the cool thing is that we were talking about NDEs,
Yeah.
We were without
near-death
the
experiences, and so it was kind of apropos, but it was on the
Ish.
wrong show.
I mean, you're streaming to two A.M.O.K channels and the church.
and so we just got them all, didn't we? So, my bad. I did that. So sorry.
And I thank you for the compliment when we did switch and we came back. I said, and that was an example of an NDE.
Yeah, no, that made me laugh hard. That was funny. These two things made me laugh. I chuckled, but that one actually got from the gut. I thought that was great.
Oh, it's so funny.
Every once in a while I sneak one in.
No.
Oh
Pure
my
panic.
gosh.
The pure
Yeah.
panic.
Oh my gosh.
God.
He was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I was just like, what's going on? And then Pam was like, we're streaming to the church. I'm like, what? Oh no.
Yeah, that's all
No.
right. That's all right.
It's called bifocals, and Pam can't see that.
Well, it's a good thing I was not on, and I did not say a wordy dirt.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't help that the icons are really small. And
They
yeah,
are, yeah.
muck here, and here. You know, how the church stuff in between. EPRI thinking I'm playing around all different things. I'm like, okay, well,
What was her name?
we will be changing from in the future from StreamYard to not really sure, but
A.M.O.K, something like that.
yeah, and I'll put more thought into putting things together.
Well, we have a little bit to do it. We have a month and a half. Wow, time has gone by so fast this year.
It has. This whole year's flown.
It has. I mean, it just seemed like yesterday. My daughter-in-law said she was pregnant.
So which
Now your grandmama.
Yep.
what number are we on shows?
This
Do we know? Yeah.
is episode 44, I think.
For
of
this season.
Season 2?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Look at us go.
We
And
are.
episode 45 is your week.
Yep.
So you have a plan. So
Our planned guest. Yeah, we have a planned guest. Hopefully she can make it. If she cannot, we may just do like a year-end wrap-up. Does that sound good?
yeah, we can do
Sure.
that. We can
All right.
we can yammer just about anything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Always.
That we got down.
But yeah, hopefully Debbie will be on board and ready to come on, because she's always got great stories. I love
Amazing
her.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the weirdos. Some of our wonderful guests, and our listeners here are people out there in the billions, like UFO kind of weirdness too.
Yeah.
like
Speaking of UFO
like
kind of weirdness, I had somebody scheduled for the 10th and I had to cancel it for next season.
Oh man.
Nancy Thames, she's a DOD. She's a former DOD. She retired from the DOD and she wanted to talk about Blue Book, Project Blue Book.
Oh wow.
Ooh,
So maybe I
fun.
could try to get her on here next year since we're expanding.
Sounds good.
That'd be really cool.
That would be
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
Is it talk about stuff?
Government.
Stuff. Yeah.
Government.
Stuff that we're
Government
not supposed to know.
She's gonna let us know everything that she knows.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe since we got that election thing
This-
going on, maybe the next president will let us know all the stuff.
Right?
Got to be careful of the pen. Shaw, can you look up here?
Oh.
Oh no! Don't flashy thing me.
I don't have my.
I don't want
to.
I don't want to. There was one thing that I gotta say real quick because it was funny. I was talking to Miss Pate about what she went through, and then I was telling her about the true crime that I had saw and that I thought was probably really deep into some illegal stuff. And she goes, when I asked her to come onto the show, she goes, "Is it going to get me killed?"
No.
I said, no, I'm not dead." And she goes, "Okay, we'll see. You got to do this. And then I'll consider being on the show." So,
Nice.
yeah,
That's exciting.
that is exciting to have Miss Pate on the show. That would be amazing.
Be really, really cool.
Oh, that woman.
All right, folks. You know the drill.
Yay.
Come on back next week. Have a listen. Sit down. Chat with us. Talk
To
with
our
us,
finale.
listen to us. And
Woohoo.
what?
We
To our
still
finale for the
have-
season.
Our season finale.
We
It is
still
the last show. You gotta
have
be there.
a fundraiser going on for Where Pigs Fly.
Yes.
Yes.
Please check that out. The fundraiser
Oh, yeah.
is this weekend.
We donated.
You
I
can
saw
see
that.
it
Thank
on
you very
A.M.O.K.
much.
You can see it on my page. I'm pretty sure Pam and Ken have shared it.
The Paranormal. So yeah, a lot of different places it's advertised, or just go straight to the Where Pigs Flies.
Where Pigs Fly
they're-
Farm.
they're-
Isn't that what it is?
Yep.
Farm and Pig Museum. Yes.
Yeah.
Leroy would love it.
You can go straight to their page and donate, or there's the fundraiser we have is the raffles. So there's a number of baskets that are pretty they're put together really well, so for kids and adults. So yeah, if you get a chance, donate some funds, and it'll help feed the 500 plus rescue animals that she has on the farm.
That's incredible.
They really need it. They really need hay and food for the winter months.
I have a
So
set of scrubs that would go with your bat, Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, donate so
Okay.
Leroy can have food and the other farm animals can have food, and keep watching them up because we always go amok.
Yes.
Ta-ta.
We're
Night,
never,
everybody.
we're never normal. We're always Abby.
Karen
Bye-bye
posted
and
the
stuff.
link.
Bye
Out.
guys. See you next.
Bye.